Nickel is back on the critical mineral list for Australia. This reflects its importance in green and renewable technologies such as rechargeable batteries and electric vehicles. Did you know that your lithium-ion rechargeable battery can contain up to 80% nickel? We need to find more of this resource to meet this increasing demand, and Western Australia might be the best place to do it because a quarter of the world's nickel is found right here. The problem is, Western Australia looks like this. It's flat and covered in sand. So we think that we've found most of the nickel deposits that stick out at the surface, and now we have to start exploring beneath our feet. Under all this sand, there are ancient mountains and valleys. Our nickel deposits are millions of years old and have likely been eroded so that some of the minerals exist at the bottom of those valleys. As time moves forward, the valleys get filled with sand and other sediment until both the valley and our nickel deposit are completely covered in hundreds of meters of sand. So we can drill through all of this sand to hit the bottom of those valleys and collect our minerals, which represent erosion from the entire mountain range surrounding that valley. This allows us to sample a very wide area with just a single drill hole, which really helps when you're looking under hundreds of meters of sand. Once we find our little minerals, we have to understand whether or not those minerals come from a nickel deposit. What we do is take these minerals to a laser, drill out a tiny hole in each mineral with the laser, and analyze very, very small concentrations of each element. The elemental chemistry within minerals can tell us all sorts of things. In some minerals, it can tell us how old the mineral is, or what temperature it formed at, or what pressure it formed at. But what we're interested in is whether or not it crystallized next to a nickel sulfide deposit. We found that in a mineral called spinel, changes in concentration in chromium, titanium, vanadium, and aluminium can tell us that the mineral formed next to a nickel deposit. Spinel is an excellent mineral for this because we found that it's extremely robust. Whether you heat it up, expose it to the weather, or carry it downstream, these elemental signatures remain unchanged. So, to find our next nickel deposit, all we have to do is drill to the bottom of those valleys, collect the spinel, and have them analyzed. Then we can follow that breadcrumb trail back to a potential location for the nickel deposit. Nickel is extremely important for our green and renewable future, so we need to find more of it. Indicator minerals are just one way to explore under all this sand, both here in West Australia and globally. This will help us to secure our future and make sure that we can move toward more green and renewable